Hello everyone, and welcome for this presentation about Myanmar. So the last destination that eAsia opened in 2012, when the country opened as well, reopened for tourism. So it's the largest country in Southeast of Asia. There is a lot of variety of climates, so as well not that easy to sell. So you will have really to focus and to have a look on the B2B to well understand what I mean by the different climate, variety of landscape, of course. As I mentioned, tourism reopened in 2012, and in that time, the number of visitors in 2012 was around 400,000 tourists per year. It's really a trendy destination. Everyone is talking about Myanmar. Everyone wants to go to Myanmar, but on the other hand, it's quite worried about the quality of the services and about the accommodation, what they will be able to find. It's very popular on the leisure part, and of course, become more and more popular for the incentive. For us in eAsia travel, it's now represent more or less 50% of the requests we receive are from Myanmar. And this year we will have as well 50-50 operation in Myanmar and 50 for the rest of our destination. Mostly for Vietnam. We have four eAsia travel offices in Myanmar. Head office in Yangon, where Ant and Zinma are based, and then other small operation offices in Bagan, in Mandalay, and in Inle. No direct flight from Europe. I include as well, again, the link of the small video we did about Myanmar. Have a look as well. It will be perfect for you to really understand what I will mention later about and the landscape, about the people, about that feeling that you will find only in Myanmar. The plus of the destination, variety of landscape, really welcoming and friendly people, not a mass tourism destination, not at all. Even if it's trendy, a lot of people want to go there, it's not a mass tourism. Total change of scene, very different from the other country, more hotels to come, new domestic airlines company, very stable political situation. The challenge is of course more expensive than the other destination. The request it's more important than the offer. We still face some problem with the availability for the hotel, so you have to book in advance. For an incentive that often come in November and December, and the client need to book more or less 1 year in advance. Hotel and restaurants and development, as I mentioned, more will come in the main cities, in the main destination, in Yangon, Bagan, Inle, and Gapali, but as well in the rest of the country. Still poor infrastructure, especially for the road. It's quite complicated to organize transfer by bus, and we really focus and use domestic flight as well, because the travelers will stay around 6 to 7 days in Myanmar and no time for long transfer by bus. When I mentioned as well more expensive destination as well, because of the domestic flight, we will need to go from one place to another. The main touristic site for Myanmar will be Yangon, will be Bagan, Inle, Mandalay, and as well Ngapali. To go to Yangon to Bagan, we need a flight around 1.5 hours. The same to go to Bagan to Inle flight, it's around $100 per flight per person. That's why the price will be more expensive. I will now go deep in the main touristic sites. So Yangon, important, good to know for you, it's the previous capital of Myanmar. The new capital, it's Naypyidaw, located more or less in the center of the country. Nothing to do. If you don't remember the name, it's not a problem. But good to know that the capital is not anymore Yangon. It was built more or less in, I think, 2010, 2012, for the government, the parliament, they all moved there. It's a new city, but nothing to do around. Yangon is the biggest city of the country, a large tropical tree, it's green. It's a green city, green because of the tree, of the park. Colonial architecture from the British, mixture of culture and religion, and a lot of traffic. Yangon, it's always very busy, a lot of traffic jam. Then very good to choose and to select the best hotel, the good localization to avoid to spend hours and hours on the bus. 2 days, it's perfect. 1 day for the main touristic site, 1 day for the activities. The site, the Shwedagon Pagoda. Then you can see the second picture in this page. Very good, especially at the night time with the lights, and because all the Burmese come to pray at the end of the day, so there is really a particular feeling. As well, other pagodas all around Yangon, as well the Chinese district, the old historical quarter, the Bokyok market, or as well call it Scott market, other local market as well, and some of the museum. Activity, how to discover Yangon. With the circular train, there is a train who is going all around Yangon. So you can go in the main train station, then you go a little bit during 15-20 minutes, you go down, you go out of the train at the third station, and then you can keep going with a rickshaw ride, with as well a lunch in the local restaurant, with the local particular tea at the local tea shop at the corner of the street, but many things to do as well, to be in contact with the people and to see how the Burmese are living. As well, culinary experience, cooking class, going to the market, I don't know, to organize as well a kind of rally inside of the city. Then we ask the people to go somewhere and to find some local food, some local vegetables. The traditional ceremony at Shwedagon with the oil lamp, as well something focused on the art, on the artist, or on the colonial district. So many things to do in Yangon. And for the dinner, for the option for the party, we do it at the restaurant. We don't have private house that we can privatize. We cannot do, of course, a dinner in the pagoda. It will be totally unrespectful, but we have nice and high-class restaurant with large area, with garden, where we can organize, for example, cocktail in the garden, dinner inside, with a DJ, with a live band, with different animations. This is possible. The second place is the Bagan, historical city, about 2,300 pagodas and temple. It's just, each time I want to talk about Bagan, you have to imagine a field of sunflower. Bagan is really, each temple pagoda is just a piece of sunflower. And as soon as you go up, you can realize how big, how huge is Bagan. Of course, the best as well will be to go up in the balloon and to fly over Bagan to really realize how magic is it. Ancient architecture, unmissable traditional villages as well all around this pagoda, because people are living around the temple. As well, a lot of handicraft, especially handicraft workshop, especially for the lake. And we have the Irrawaddy River who path along Bagan. 2 days, it's perfect to discover the temple, but as well, you mix with the village, you mix with the market, you mix with the handicraft center. Activities, so we can visit the temple by horse cart, with bicycle or electric bicycle. As well, we can organize a rally to discover the temples, and you can let the people to go around, to be free, to visit some. There is a lot of temple and pagoda, as I mentioned earlier, 2,300, but some are very small. I would say maybe we can call it stupa, really small. We cannot go in, we can just turn around, but it's like, I don't know, a few seconds. But some of the temples and pagoda are huge, with a lot of carving, painting inside. So if we have to select and to visit the main temples, it would be around 4 or 5 for the day, maximum. As well, so we can explore the village around, we can stop for lunch in the monastery, we can as well organize a donation ceremony at the pagoda, and we can as well go for a boat cruise, we can organize a sunset cocktail, we can organize, so as I mentioned, the balloon over Bagan, we can as well organize a sandbank gala dinner in the middle of the Irrawaddy River, because during the dry season, there is a lot of sandbank that pop up. Then we can go there for the dinner. We put the nut, we put the small table, everything we can set up there. not possible to organize a gala dinner at the Temple of Bagan. It used to be possible, but now 1.5, 2 years ago. Then many things. Some other picture of Bagans, and you can see as well then the local market in the village, the Lac workshop center, and as well some other picture of the Temple of Bagan. Mandalay. I mentioned Mandalay just a little bit because it's the second largest city of the country, and as well international airport in Mandalay. So in the program, you can offer to the client. You can arrive in Mandalay just for a short visit. Then you stay overnight, or you take a boat from Mandalay to Bagan, because the Irrawaddy River is going through Mandalay, from Mandalay to Bagan. And as well, if you have a group who is looking more for meditation, for relaxation, or to learn more about the history as well of Myanmar, it can be good to stop in Mandalay. But it's really, I will say, an option. The main places to visit will be Yangon, Bagan, Inle. Mandalay, it's an option, and Gapali for the beach extension, it's as well an option. Mandalay, it's really some old of the capital all around Mandalay, some very famous pagoda, temple as Mahamuni Pagoda, and as well a lot of handicraft workshop all around. Some of the picture to describe as well Mandalay. And as well Mingun and Amarapura, so old city, very old and previous city, close to Mandalay, as well Sagang and other famous stop for, I will say, for Buddhism, Sagang, really, famous for the pagoda and for the religion and for the Buddhism. In Lelek, I change. In Lelek, we go down a little bit in the center of the country. It's 1 hour by flight from Bagan. Direct flight from Bagan, from Mandalay, and as well from Yangon. So very easy to access to the Inlelek. The airport is not located in Inlelek. It's located in Eo, 40-minute drives from Inlelek. Located in the southern part of the Shan Plateau, in Tatrib, a lot of beautiful landscape, because the lake, of course, is surrounded by mountain, a lot of village and house on stilt, the local market, floating market, a lot of as well the local pirogue, and we use only the local pirogue, the local boat with the motor to go everywhere. We don't use the bus, so it's make really Inle totally different from the other part of Myanmar. Recommendation: it's really to stay today, to really discover the lake, and as well to take time to enjoy, to discover the people, to see how the people are living in the middle of the lake. Activities: some pagoda, as well some traditional village, as Indian village, a very famous village. As well, we can organize a cooking class and a lunch with a family. We can as well organize a pirogue race, because at the end, it's not really at the end, it's just a big festival that happens in Inlelek 1 time per year, where the villager will organize a race from village to another. So they have a big, huge pirogue where inside you can fit 20 to 30 people, and then they organize this race in the middle of the lake. So it's possible to recreate this kind of event only for the groups, only for one of the group, and we can mix with what is very nice, it's really to mix the team, Burmese and the travelers, and then they can fight against each other, or one team of local, one team of travelers. As well, we can organize small trekking around the lake. We can as well organize the gala dinner in the private house in the middle of the lake. We can as well do a lunch in the bamboo plantation, and of course to assist, to visit the what we call it the 5-day market. The 5 days because the place for this market change every 5 days. Because some of the village are very far from another village, so to make sure that everyone can go to the market and can buy the things they need, then the market will change every 5 days. So there is a particular calendar. We can as well organize balloon over Inle, but it's more impressive compared to Bagan. So some of the picture, especially of Indian village, with located really in, I will say, the west, if I'm good, in the west part of the lake. And we go to this village to Indian by pirogue. Always, as I mentioned, we go everywhere with the pirogue, so it's very nice. The hotel are located in the lake, in the middle of the lake. It's still hotel. More hotel now have to be are not able, are not any. Cannot be built on the lake because there is no more space. So it's as well the problem of the inner lake. There is because more hotel to come to be built, but then it will be around the lake. For us, we try really to concentrate and to book and to focus on something more charming. Some hotels and make with the wood, still very traditional, and a small medium capacity. For the Inle Lake, for Ngapali, and in general for all around Myanmar, we have to be careful with the size of the groups. The hotels are not very big, especially in Bagan, in Inle, and in Ngapali. The size of the hotel are up to 50, 60 rooms. As well, we have to be careful because the size of the aircraft. The domestic flights are operated by ATR 72, so it's meaning 68 seats inside of the plane. So if you have a group over 68, each time we have to divide. It's easy in Myanmar to charter the flight. So a group of 68, it's perfect for the country. In Bagan, in Bagan and in Yangon, I would say we have in Bagan 2 hotels, and in Yangon really 3-4 good hotels that we can use for incentive group. 4-star, 5-star with very good quality, very good services, nice rooms. The decoration, it's a mix between contemporary and Burmese, so very nice style. In Inle and in Ngapali, the maximum size for the hotel will be around 50 to 60 rooms. Especially in Ngapali, only one, it's over 50. It's the Sandoway Hotel. The other one is mostly between 30 to 35. Then, if you have a group of 68, easy to buy out the hotel in Ngapali. We will do that this month for Italian groups, and the hotel will be chartered. Ngapali, the only beach possibility option in Myanmar for a MICE group. On the leisure part, there is another city, Nuesong, located in the south. It's 5-hour drive from Yangon, and impossible for an incentive, and as well because there is no stop, nothing to do on the way. Then for us, we will only located on this small jewelry, this small paradise place. Ngapali is still very authentic, still very traditional. There is still a few local fishing villages along the beach, very authentic place, not a mass tourism destination, not at all. Very easy as well to discuss with the hotel, to organize a dinner on the beach, to organize the dinner on the garden. There is a 11-kilometer wide sandy beach in front of the hotel. The hotels are near to each other, close to each other, but you don't really see it. It's the maximum 2 floors. It's a lot of coconut tree, palm tree along the beach, and as well inside the property. And it's very green and very nice to relax. No nightlife, no bar in Ngapali. It's very quiet. So we will have to create everything for the groups. So for 2 nights or 3 nights, for people who want to relax after a trip in Myanmar, it will be perfect. Never, I will not say never, but if you have a group that don't know, then they wish and they want to go to Myanmar, but for the beach extension, they don't really know if they want to stay in Ngapali or to go to Thailand, they have to stay in Ngapali. They will be just amazed by what they will discover. If they go to Thailand, it will be too different. It will be too touristic. And after a visit in the country, then Ngapali will be perfect for them. And especially for the people as well that choose to travel a lot and travel a lot, they will really discover a place that have probably now, I will not say in the entire world, but nothing to compare. It's really, for me, I really fall in love with Ngapani. Was really a group, yeah. I was totally, I will not say shocked as well, but shocked on the good ways. And it was just stunning what I discovered in Ngapani. Very local, very traditional, easy to take a bicycle and to go around as well. And I'm sure this as well, it's possible for incentive with no issue. More information about Ngapali will come, I will say in the few months, as we will have the big groups coming in Ngapali in March. I'm sure Ant and Zinmar, and as well the team over there will be able to give you a very good feedback of what you can find. And as well to give you more information. We are as well doing some movies, some more picture for you to sell Myanmar. But don't forget, if you have now a client interested to Myanmar, to send to this person, so the small video, the one we have on YouTube, it's very general, but it's a very good introduction to the country. Hope you enjoy and wish you a very nice trip in Myanmar. Bye bye.